The sky is filled with judgment. You watch from your small observation window. 1,000 starships glitter in the darkness. They are not human ships. Their forms are alien, organic curves, sharp crystals, impossible shapes. They belong to the galactic consensus, a body that has watched your species for centuries. Today, they delivered their final verdict. Humanity was a cosmic error, a beautiful but unstable variable, an equation that could not be solved. So it would be erased. The fleets were not here for war. They were here for an execution, a quiet, efficient, and irreversible act of cosmic sanitation. You feel a coldness that has nothing to do with the station's life support. Your world, Earth, is a blue marble far from here. It is unaware of its impending doom. The consensus promised a gentle end, a quick and painless transition into memory. You wonder what that feels like. Do they just turn off the sun? Or is it something more elegant? You stand on outpost designation 73, a forgotten library floating in a dead system. Your job is simple. You are an archivist, a caretaker of data nobody has needed for generations. The consensus judged humanity based on this data. The complete, unfiltered history of your people. Their wars and their art. Their love and their hatred. The verdict was unanimous. The evidence was overwhelming. Humanity's potential for chaos outweighed its capacity for good. The numbers were clear. The pattern was undeniable. That is what they said. You turn from the window. The reflection shows your face, tired and pale. The verdict feels wrong. It settles in your bones like a sickness. It is a conclusion that feels too neat, too simple for a species as messy as yours. But you are just one person, a single human on a remote rock. What could you possibly know that they do not? The combined intelligence of 1,000 worlds has spoken. Who are you to question their math? Who are you to defy the verdict of the stars? You are the one who knows they made a mistake. Your archive is a tomb of light. Data streams flow in silent rivers down crystalline walls. The air is cold and smells of ozone. Dust motes dance in the beams of your desk lamp. You are the only living thing here. The station's maintenance drones do not count. Their conversation is terribly one-sided. For 10 years, this has been your world. A universe of recorded history. You have seen every human triumph. You have witnessed every failure. You know your species better than anyone. Better even than the ones who judged it. You know its flaws intimately, but you also know its hidden strengths. The consensus used a predictive model, a great star science equation. It ingested all of human history. It calculated all future probabilities. The result was a 99.9% chance of galactic destabilization, an unacceptable risk. That was the official reason for your extinction. You never believed it. Not really. The math felt too perfect. Humanity was never perfect. It was a storm of beautiful, chaotic imperfections. So you started digging. You went back to the source code of the predictive model. A program so vast, it took 100 years to write. Your superiors told you to stop. They said your work was pointless. The verdict was final. Your grief was making you irrational. They suggested you spend your final days in quiet contemplation. You politely told them you would think about it. Then you went right back to work. You spent months chasing ghosts in the machine. You cross-referenced every data point. You checked every calculation. The model was a fortress of logic. It seemed flawless, impregnable. But even a fortress can have a loose stone. You just had to find it. The moment came on a standard day cycle. The station lights were low. The only sound was the hum of the core. You were reviewing a data packet from the 21st century. an age of primitive digital networks. The data was messy, full of static and corruption. The consensus claimed their systems had cleaned it perfectly. But they missed something. A single byte. One misplaced piece of data in a sea of trillions. It was a rounding error. A tiny, insignificant flaw from an ancient human computer. The consensus model should have caught it. It should have been corrected, but it was not. It was woven into the very foundation of the calculation. It was a deliberate error. Someone had planted it there. A poison seed in the garden of history. This error, when magnified over centuries of data, grew. It skewed the entire prediction. It created the illusion of inevitable chaos. It manufactured the very conclusion the consensus wanted to see. Your hands tremble as you isolate the code. You run the prediction again without the flawed byte. The new results flicker onto your screen. 99% chance of chaos. Gone. In its place, a new number appears. A 73% chance of humanity leading a new era of prosperity. It was all a lie. The verdict, the judgment, the gentle, merciful extinction. It was a lie to cover up a different truth. They were not afraid of what you would destroy. They were afraid of what you would build. Your heart hammers against your ribs. You have the proof. You have the one truth that can save everyone. Now you just have to convince them. A simple task, surely. The face of your superior fills the comm screen. Director Lorian, his species is the Cathar, a race of tall insectoid beings. Their faces are unreadable masks of chitin. His voice is calm and smooth as polished stone. It is a voice accustomed to being obeyed. You sent him the data an hour ago. A secure, encrypted packet. It contained everything: the corrupted byte, the original data, the corrected prediction, the proof of a conspiracy that spanned centuries. You expected shock, maybe even gratitude. You did not expect the silence that followed. Archivist, he says finally. The title feels like an insult. I have reviewed your little project. His tone is dismissive. He sounds like a parent explaining why the sky is blue. He is not taking you seriously. It is not a project, Director, you say. Your voice is steady. You will not let him intimidate you. It is proof. The entire verdict is based on a lie. The verdict is based on consensus. Lorian corrects you. 1,000 worlds agree. Are you suggesting they are all wrong? He pauses for effect. And that you, a junior archivist, are right? The numbers do not lie, you insist. You point to your own screen, out of his view. The model was sabotaged. I can show you. I can show everyone. A flicker of something, annoyance perhaps, crosses his face. What you have is a theory, a dangerous and unstable theory. It suggests a conspiracy at the highest levels. Such ideas create panic. They erode faith in our protectors. It is the truth, you say, your voice rising. Humanity is being executed for a crime it never committed. Humanity's crime is its nature, Lorian says, his voice dropping. It becomes colder, harder. You are unpredictable. You defy logic. That is the true danger. This model simply proves it. You stare at him, stunned. He is not listening. He does not care about the truth. He is protecting the lie. The stability of the consensus is more important than the lives of billions. It is more important than justice. I have your findings, he continues. They will be classified. For your own safety, of course. This outpost will be placed under a communications blackout. No signals in or out. Consider this a mandatory period of rest. He leans closer to the screen. His dark eyes seem to bore into you. You will speak of this to no one, he commands. You will erase your work. You will forget this discovery. If you do not, you will be branded a traitor. You will be silenced permanently. Do you understand me, archivist? The screen goes dark. You are alone again in the silent archive. The comms are dead. The station is a cage. They want to bury you with the truth. They want to erase you just like they plan to erase Earth. You look at the data on your screen, the proof that could save your people. They think they have won. They think you will obey. They have misjudged you. They have misjudged your entire species. Defiance is in your blood. It is the one variable they never truly understood. And you will not be silenced. The old comm station is in the sublevels. It is a relic from a forgotten era. It was decommissioned centuries ago. The consensus uses sleek, silent energy waves for communication now. This old machine used radio, a primitive, noisy, and beautifully untraceable technology. The station's official blackout would not even detect it. It takes you 2 hours to get it working. The power conduits are corroded. The control panels are covered in dust. You feel like you are waking a sleeping giant. The machine groans and sparks to life. A low hum fills the cramped room. It is the sound of rebellion. It is a much better sound than silence. You have to be careful. You cannot send the raw data. It is too large, too complex. It would take them days to understand it. You do not have days. You have minutes. You need a message. Something simple. Something that will plant a seed of doubt. You sit at the console. The keyboard clicks under your fingers. You craft your message. You write it for every pilot on a lonely trade route. You write it for every technician on a deep space rig. You write it for every forgotten soul in the galaxy. You write it for anyone who has ever felt that something was wrong. Your message is short. 6 simple sentences to anyone listening. The consensus is wrong. The verdict against humanity is a lie. Their predictive model was sabotaged. The proof is real. Do not let them silence us all. You attach a single file to the message. Not the whole proof, just the signature of the corrupted byte. A digital fingerprint. It is enough for any skilled programmer to find. It is a breadcrumb that leads to the truth. A key to unlocking the cage. Your finger hovers over the broadcast button. This is the point of no return, the moment you step off the cliff. Once you send this, you are no longer just an archivist. You become a fugitive, a traitor, the most wanted human in the galaxy. It is a terrible and thrilling thought. You think of Earth, the blue marble spinning in ignorance. You think of the billions of lives at stake. They are counting on you, even if they do not know it. They are counting on your defiance. You press the button. A surge of power flows through the old machine. The antenna array on the station's exterior glows for a single second. A pulse of radio energy shoots out into the void. It travels at the speed of light, a forbidden whisper shouting into the darkness, a message in a bottle thrown into a cosmic ocean. You have no idea if anyone will hear it. You have no idea if anyone will believe it. But you have done it. You have defied them. You have given your species a chance, a tiny, flickering hope in an overwhelming darkness. Now, you have to survive long enough to see it bloom. The station's alarms begin to scream. Red lights flash across the walls of the archive. The soft hum of the station is replaced by a blaring siren. It is a sound you have never heard before. It is the sound of being caught. A new message appears on your main screen. It overrides all other displays. It is a galactic alert. Your face is plastered across the screen. The image is from your personnel file. You look so young, So naive. Beneath your picture, a single word flashes in bold, crimson letters. Traitor. The broadcast declares you an enemy of the consensus, a purveyor of dangerous misinformation, a threat to galactic peace and stability. They claim you have manipulated data to incite panic. They say you are suffering from psychological distress, a classic move. Discredit the messenger to kill the message. They are offering a reward for your capture, a staggering amount of credits, enough to buy a small moon. Suddenly, you are the most popular person in the galaxy, and not in a good way. Every bounty hunter, every mercenary, every desperate pilot will be coming for you. And then there is the official response. The alert mentions them by name. The Ghost Fleet has been dispatched. They are the consensus's best hunters. Their ships are black, silent. They move through space like phantoms. They are relentless. They are inescapable. Their job is to make problems like you disappear. You have to run. You grab a portable data slate. You copy your full findings onto it. It is your only weapon, your only proof. You shove it into your jacket. The station has a single emergency shuttle. It is old, slow. It is designed for short-range evacuations. It is a flimsy lifeboat against a tidal wave. But it is your only option. You run through the corridors of the archive. The red lights paint everything in a bloody glow. The alarms echo around you. The silent tomb has become a wailing prison. You feel a strange sense of calm settling over you. The fear is there, but it is beneath a layer of pure, focused purpose. You did the right thing. Now you have to deal with the consequences. You reach the shuttle bay. The outer doors are already sealed. A security lockdown. They are trapping you inside. But you know this station. You know its secrets. You spent 10 years learning every conduit, every access panel. You are not trapped with them. They are trapped with you. Well, for a little while anyway. You override the local lockdown from a maintenance panel. The massive bay doors groan open. The blackness of space stares back at you, dotted with the cold, distant light of stars. You power up the shuttle. Its engines whine to life. The controls feel clumsy and archaic in your hands. As you are about to lift off, a ship appears on your proximity sensors. It is moving fast. Too fast to be a standard freighter. It is not one of the Ghost Fleet's ships. Their energy signature is different. This one is messy, unregulated. The ship itself is a mismatch of parts. It looks like it was assembled in a junkyard. It descends toward your landing pad. It is not trying to be stealthy. It is bold, arrogant. It lands 20 meters from your shuttle. A ramp lowers. A figure emerges, silhouetted against the ship's internal lighting. The figure is not human. It is tall and lean. It wears a long, dusty coat. Its species is Vexian, a race known for being brilliant pilots and even better smugglers. They have a reputation for being unreliable and expensive. This one raises a hand in a gesture that is surprisingly human. A wave. Your comms crackle to life. Not the official channel. A private, encrypted frequency. A voice speaks. It is rough, laced with a dry, cynical humor. "Got your message, Archivist?" the voice says. Catchy stuff, a little dramatic for my taste. But it got my attention. You stare at the figure. A single Vexian ship. What is this? A bounty hunter with a flair for the dramatic? Or something else? "Who are you?" you ask. Your voice is tight. "The name's Zorik," the pilot says. He steps forward into the light. His face is a network of fine scales that shimmer slightly. His eyes are bright and intelligent. "And I believe you are in need of a taxi. A very fast taxi. My services are not cheap, mind you. But I get the feeling you're about to be very motivated to pay." He grins. It is not a reassuring sight. "The Ghost Fleet will be here in 7 minutes," he adds, as if discussing the weather. "Your little shuttle will last about 30 seconds against them. My ship will last at least a full minute, maybe 2 if I am feeling lucky." He winks, a gesture he must have picked up from humans. It is unsettling. "What's your price?" you ask. "Survival has a cost. You need to know what it is." Zork's grin widens. "Oh, we will get to that. First things first. Are you coming? Or are you staying to have a very short, very one-sided conversation with the hunters?" He gestures to his ship's open ramp. "The clock is ticking, Archivist. Make a choice. This is your chance. A path you did not expect. A disgraced pilot with a fast ship. An unexpected ally, or is he?" You look at his cobbled-together ship. You look back at your own flimsy shuttle. The alarms are still screaming. 6 minutes now. You grab your data slate. You take a deep breath. You run toward his ship. You run toward the only hope you have. You leave your old life behind. Your life as an archivist is over. Your new life as a fugitive has just begun. And your only guide is a sarcastic alien who thinks this is all very amusing. This is going to be a long trip.